Area of a triangle is equal to base times height over 2. In this case, the base is equal to 14 and the height is equal to 6 divided by 2. And this is equal to, this is going to be 7. This is going to be equal to 42 squares. Area is equal to base times height over 2, which is equal to, base is 8 here, and height is 18, divided by 2. This is equal to, this is going to be 9, 72. Area of a triangle is equal to the half of the multiplication of the base and height. Therefore, 48 is equal to x plus 6 times 6 over 2. So this will be equal to 3. 48 is equal to 3x plus 18, which means that 3x is equal to 48 minus 18, that is equal to 30. When I divide each side by 10, when I divide each side by 3, x will be equal to 10. Area of a triangle is again equal to the multiplication of base and height divided by 2. Here what we have is 48 as area, which would be equal to height, which is equal to 16, d is here, times base, which I'm looking for, divided by 2. Therefore this will be 8. So 8b, that is AB, is equal to 48. When I divide each side by 8, b will be equal to 6. We know that the area is equal to base times height over 2. Therefore 24 is equal to x plus 6 times x plus 4 over 2, which means that x plus 6 times x plus 4 is equal to 48. When I expand the parentheses, x squared plus 4x plus 6x plus 24 is equal to 48. That means that x squared plus 10x plus 24 is equal to 48. When I subtract 48 from each side, x squared plus 10x plus, no, not plus now, minus 24 is equal to 0. Now what we need to do is solve this quadratic equation. Delta is equation. Delta is equal to b squared minus 4 times a, which is equal to b, 1, times minus 24, which is equal to c. So this is equal to 196. This is going to be positive. Therefore, square root of delta is equal to square root of 196. That is equal to 14. So x1 to r equal to minus b plus or minus square root of delta, that is equal to 14 over 2. That is equal to x1 is equal to minus b minus 10 plus 14 over 2. That is equal to 4 over 2, which is 2. And x2 is equal to minus 10 minus 14 over 2 minus 24 over 2. That is equal to minus 12. We cannot have minus 12 because smallest value of BC would be then minus 8, which is impossible. Therefore, we have to choose this value. X is equal to 2. This is an isosceles triangle. Therefore, probably you would remember the special formula for the area of this kind of triangles, which is equal to a squared times square root of 3 over 4. So this is equal to 12 squared times square root of 3 over 4, 144 square root of 3 over 4, and when I simplify, This is going to be 36. This is equal to 36 square root of 3. Here we have an isosceles triangle because two angles are equal to each other. Therefore, these sides must be equal to each other. So say, call them A, since they are looking for BC. BC is also equal to A. Here was A, here was B, and C. So the area is equal to A times A over 2. And we know that the area is equal to 16 is equal to A square over 2. So 32 is equal to A square. When I take square root of both sides, A will be equal to 4 square root of 2. Where the height over the triangle is not given, we have to do two things. Either we can find the height ourselves, or since this is 30 degrees, we can remember that sine 30, sine alpha in any case, would be equal to height over AB, like in this case, and we can just use this formula and call that area is equal to two adjacent sides. Say for this time 8 times 10 times the sine of the angle between them. That would be equal to sine 30 is 1 over 2, as you remember, 8 times 10 over 2, sorry, times 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 as sine 30, which would be equal to, when I simplify, 2 will be left, and the area is 20. Let's call BD as X here and draw an imaginary height. So this height is the height for ABD and ADE and AEC and also ABC triangles. So the area of ABD is actually equal to X times H that we have now over 2. It must be equal to 7. What we are looking for actually is the area of ABC is actually equal to this height again times 3 times, since BD is equal to DE, which is equal to EC. The base of this triangle is actually basically 3x. So the area is 3x times h over 2. And I already know that x times h over 2 is equal to 7. When I replace this value by 7, the result comes out to be 21. Let's draw an imaginary height again here. And we know that BD over DC is equal to 4 over 7. So I can call here as 4x and here as 7x. I know that the area of the triangle ABD is given as 16 square centimeters. And they're asking me the area of ABC. Now the area of ABD is equal to this height, which is equal to, I don't know anything, times 4x, say, over 2. For the area of ABC, what I need to know is this h again times the base is BC now, which is equal to 4 plus 7x, 4x plus 7x over 2 again. Now I know that this is equal to, so let me continue this side, the area of ABC now is equal to 11 times hx over 2. I know that 4hx over 2 is equal to 16 centimeters square. So I can say that hx over 2, or say I can, let me draw it here. Let me solve this one first to find out what hx is. When I do that, hx is equal to 16 centimeters square times 2 over 4, which is 8. So I just replace hx with 8 now. I did this by multiplying each side by 2 and dividing each side by 4. So I just replace this value here. What I have in my hand is 11 times 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 44 square centimeters. The area of triangle ADC is actually DC times, which is the base, times height of it, which is 16, over 2, which is equal to 48. Therefore, what I have is DC is equal to 48 times 2 over 16. When I multiply each side by 2 and divide by 16, these two cancel out, and I have this. This is equal to, this is going to be 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. They're asking me what AE is. Let me call it H. Now let's find the area of this triangle. The area is, as you remember, base times H, height, over 2. If I take AC as base, what I have is 20 is the base, times height is 8, and I just divide it by 2. Or alternatively, for the same triangle, I can take BC as base, which is equal to 10, times H is the height now, again divided by 2. So what I have is these two figures must be equal to each other, and therefore H is equal to 2 times 8, that is equal to 16.